change. Stay safe. Courtesy, Office of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Environment, Honorable A.B. Ben Olulu.
Good morning, you're watching Niger Live Television, reaching you from Bielsa's capital city, Yenagoa. This is the Globe in View. In the news, women's role in marine blue economy highlighted in Bielsa. National Assembly leadership meets Tinubu at presidential villa after plenary resumption. Federal government begins evacuation of Nigerians in Iran via Armenia border. India, others decline Tinubu's ambassadorial nominees over tenure policy. We'll now bring you the news in details. Stakeholders in Bielsa State have highlighted the critical role of women in the development of the maritime and blue economy as the state government reaffirmed its commitment to building an inclusive sector that benefits women, coastal communities, and other maritime stakeholders. The assurance came during a courtesy visit by the leadership of African Women in Maritime, WIM Africa Nigeria chapter, to the Bielsa State Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy in Yenagoa. Receiving the delegation, the Commissioner for Marine and Blue Economy, Dr. Faith Isabel Zips Godwin, said the ministry remains open to strategic partnerships with government and other agencies that promote sustainable maritime development and gender inclusion. She explained that an inclusive blue economy ensures that the benefits of maritime resources are widely shared through community participation, skills development, and sustainable livelihoods, particularly for people in coastal and riverine communities. Dr. Zips Godwin noted that the ministry's approach aligns with the Assured Prosperity agenda of Governor Doye Diri, which focuses on people-centered development and sustainable economic opportunities. Earlier, President of WIM Africa Nigeria, Mrs. Theodora Nweze, said the association is committed to promoting women's participation in the maritime industry through advocacy, mentorship, and capacity building. She added that the visit also provided an opportunity to introduce the association's new leadership and explore areas of collaboration with the ministry. A highlight of the visit was the formal induction of Dr. Zips Godwin into the WIM Africa Fellowship in recognition of her support for women's participation in the maritime and blue economy sector. In another story, the leadership of the National Assembly has met with President Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa in Abuja hours after both chambers resumed plenary following a brief recess. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin, Senate Leader Okpeyemi Bamidele, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, and Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma arrived at the State House for the meeting, which comes days after President Tinubu hosted senators and members of the House of Reps to separate Ramadan iftar dinners, where he urged lawmakers to begin constitutional amendments aimed at establishing state police as part of efforts to address insecurity in the country. The federal government has commenced the evacuation of willing Nigerians in Iran, escorting them safely across the Armenia border amid rising tensions in the Middle East. In a statement, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Herrera, confirmed the development, noting that officials of the Nigerian Embassy in Tehran are coordinating the movement of citizens wishing to leave the country, ensuring their safe passage into Armenia. Dabiri Herrera also assured that no Nigerian in Iran has been affected by the ongoing tensions, adding that embassy officials remain stationed at the border to receive and assist evacuees. The evacuation, conducted in coordination with Armenian authorities, forms part of the federal government's efforts to protect Nigerians abroad during emergencies. A leadership crisis has emerged within the Cross River State chapter of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, resulting in the formation of a faction reportedly aligned with former governor of the state, Senator Lyle Imoko. The dispute intensified when the faction attempted to inaugurate a membership mobilization, revalidation, and registration committee as part of a membership drive. The exercise was reportedly organized by a faction allegedly backed by former Governor Imoke and the party's national vice chairman for the South, Osanu Guru Osani. The inauguration, scheduled to hold at an event center along Marian Road in Calabar on Tuesday, was prevented after officers of the Cross River State Police Command sealed the venue. India and some other undisclosed countries have declined to accept certain ambassadors designate posted by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This, they say, is due to diplomatic policies discouraging the reception of envoys from administration with less than 2 years remaining in office. The Foreign Service disclosed that India, where career diplomat Ambassador Mohammed Dahiru has been designated, maintains a standing policy against accepting ambassadors from governments nearing the end of their tenure. It was gathered that the country is exercising its discretionary powers to decline the request by Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs to accept Dahiru's posting. Outside our shows, the United States and Israel have exchanged airstrikes with Iran's military across the Middle East as authorities in Tehran warned that security forces were on high alert to prevent any anti-government protests. The latest rounds of bombardments followed heavy strikes carried out on Tuesday, with renewed attacks on targets in Israel, Lebanon, and parts of the Gulf early Wednesday, as the conflict entered its 12th day. The fighting has disrupted shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, a key global energy route responsible for the movement of about 1/5 of the world's fossil fuel supplies. However, after crude oil prices surged earlier in the week, global energy prices later declined and stock markets rebounded as investors anticipated that U.S. President Donald Trump may push for a resolution to the conflict. And that concludes the news on Niger Live Television at this hour. I am Henry Ahamuefula. Thank you for watching. We'll bring you more updates on the news desk at 4. My name is Henry Ahamuefula. Again, good morning.
The impacts of climate change are upon us, necessitating adaptation and resilient building. In Bayelsa State,